So, as I am a fan of the Conjuring movies, I did see that there was a documentary, The Devil Made Me Do It. Now, there's a few names to it, or I guess a second name to it. You can also find it as The Devil on Trial. Now, I'm not sure if there's two different documentaries. Whenever I type in both names, it takes me to the exact same documentary. So, this one I watched on Netflix. The Devil Made Me Do It. Now, the reason why I bring up The Conjuring was because this was a story in the Conjuring movie franchise. So I'm like, oh, okay, let me go ahead and check out this documentary. Now I'm gonna go ahead and keep this one short. All right. Um, I did not like this documentary. I thought it was pretty slow. I thought there wasn't much substance here to really keep me intrigued. Um, you do have a little bit of Ed and Lorraine Warren in this. Not they themselves, but just a couple of pictures of them and the people there talking about them. And in reality, talking about that they're frauds, right? That they're just there to make some money, and that's all they're there for. Which again, there's controversy all over that. I don't even really care. But yeah, this documentary really didn't do much for me. It seemed like the whole family, when it comes to this particular case here, they are all in agreement that, yes, you know what? There was a demonic entity, or as they believe, the devil, right? Uh, except for a brother. There's a brother, one of the older brothers, who's like, no, that's not really what it was. It's a lie, and our mom used to put this substance in our food to make us go to sleep, and it'll make us hallucinate. And there's a lot of this back and forth in between the families, which kind of sucks because it just shows how broken up this family is. They're not really like a tight bondship of a family as they've grown older. All that being said, I did not really like the documentary itself. And, you know, uh, as a story of the Conjuring, I would say, right? Yeah, just not a lot here, man. Not a lot here for me to say, like, oh man, this was a, demonic or devil force or anything of that sort, right? Um, I'm not saying I don't believe it. Sure, it can be true, but I also understand what one of the brothers is talking about when he says, like, nah, it was just all made up. I got no idea. I got no idea. And it takes you to the case, to the trial on how they need to put forth that, hey, it was the devil that was in him that had taken control of him to commit this murder. And it's just kind of like, hmm, yeah, I'm not really sure how well that's going to go over in court, right? But nonetheless, look, just to keep it short and sweet, I do not recommend this documentary. If you could pass up on it, pass up on it. It seemed interesting. And like I said, there is a connection between this documentary and the Conjuring movies, but this just, it's not worth, it wasn't worth the time. It just wasn't worth the time. That is The Devil Made Me Do It. M.A.S. Movies and Shows. I'll catch you guys on the next one.